we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Hey, Papa, how you?
I'm good. Oh, you do? Yeah. You can talk now.
Of course, I can talk anytime.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just tell me what is really happening or what had happened.
The whole thing is, I met this tour guide 2 years ago, okay, and he sold me this dream of us being together. I met him at West Village. A young lady, she introduced me to him. She said,
West
he's a
Village
good tour
in
guide.
West Village in Montego Bay.
In Montego Bay, yes.
And you're from
In
which
Montego.
country are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia,
In the
the
United
United
States.
States.
So this was the first
Yeah.
time to Jamaica?
No, that was not my first trip, not my first rodeo. That's why I said I know Rambo.
Okay. So the person who introduced you to him, Jamaican or US?
No, she's American. She's from New Orleans. She
Okay.
knew him for 3 years, but she had to know what type of man he was, though.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah.
she introduced me to him. His name is Theodore Wright. What got me was, why would you introduce me to all your family and everything? Your grandmother, your uncle, your aunts. They have big cookouts for me when I come, and everybody.
Hold on. Let's slow down a bit. How old are you?
I'm 57.
Okay. And so the person who introduced you to him, what was the intention of the introduction? Is it that you told her you wanted to meet somebody? What was it about?
No, it's about touring me.
Taking you on a tour. Yeah.
Taking me on a tour. Yeah.
Okay. So he's a tour operator?
Yeah, he is. Epic Tours.
So you met and you went on the tours. Where did you go?
Well, we went to the Firewater.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Blue Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the Blue Hole, we went to Ritz Cafe the next day. And then we went somewhere where it's a bird paradise or something, where you go there and the hummingbirds, you feed the hummingbirds and stuff like that.
Okay. So it was you alone on the tour or somebody else?
No, it was me and my girlfriend on the tour with him.
Okay.
But well, I guess he's saying I was the one with the money, so he didn't see her spending anything. So maybe he just, seen that I was the one spending the money, and I guess he looked me up afterwards.
Oh, so you would have spent how long would you have spent in Jamaica on that first trip when it first met you?
The first trip we stayed in Jamaica for just a week. It was
Okay.
a week.
So
I met him July the 2nd.
That's 2022.
No, 2022. Yes.
So after your trip is over, you go back to Philly, and then what happened?
He hit me up and he was like, I was feeling you and everything, and I think you're a beautiful woman, and I think you deserve a man that's going to cherish and love you and care for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be that man in your life. So it's like, if you want, you can come down here in September and we can party. So in September, I booked the Airbnb at the Grand Jewel. I booked the Airbnb there, and we stayed for 2 weeks there.
Okay. Yeah.
We went and, got HIV tests done and everything, because he was like, if I'm going to be his woman, he don't want to wear condoms and stuff like that. I said, but that don't mean nothing. Taking an HIV test, that don't mean nothing. You can still end up positive down the line. He's like, I know I ain't got nothing. So you from America, and I know you ain't got nothing. So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, really? So he wooed me in. At the time, I had just lost my husband. My husband was murdered in Philadelphia.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
I was real vulnerable at the time. So I'm thinking that this man might be real,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking he might be real. And then, I start going down there like every 6 months. I was going down there spending money, sending barrels after barrels, paying his loan every month, sending him money to his CashApp. I gave him a CashApp card when I went down there. I gave him a CashApp card. And then I was paying his loan every month, $250 his loan was for his vehicle that he said he claimed he got from the bank. Come to find out, he already owned that vehicle. So I guess he was just stacking my money that I was sending him. I don't know, but I know after we broke up, he was talking about getting an apartment.
Wow. So all right. You met and then you came back in September and you spent 2 weeks and during that 2 weeks would be when he introduced you to his family and stuff?
No, it was in Christmas. They had a big
Oh,
Christmas party.
so you came for the 2 weeks in September, spent two
Then I
weeks,
came
yeah.
back in December.
Oh, then you came back December. Okay.
In
Uh,
December, I
yeah.
stayed from the 21st to the 4th of January.
Okay. And over that time, he introduced you to his family and everything.
Yeah, his grandmother, his father, his aunts, and all of them. But I just kept saying, why you don't never introduce me to your mother? He was like, well, if you want to see her, she in England. Just go to England and see her. I said, why would I want to go to England and I don't even know her? I said, you don't even call her on a video call or nothing like that. He talking about, you met everybody else. Why are you so interested in meeting my mom, though? I said, well, evidently you must be ashamed of me. I said, how old is your mother? He said, my mom 44. I said, so that's what it is, because I'm older than your mother? He was like, they don't have nothing to do with it, babe. They don't have nothing to do with it.
How old is he?
He's 30. So I was like, and your mom 44, she must have had you at a very young age. But anyway, long story short, he played me and kept playing me and kept playing me. And then when I came down there in July, he put his hands on me for the first time. He never put his hands on me.
July when? July last year, this year? Yeah?
This year, July the 8th, I came down there and I stayed to July 15th. His birthday was July 10th. He was turning 31. So I came down there. I bought him a refrigerator, gave him $3,000. You know, he went food shopping and stuff. He went bought clothes.
3,000 US dollars?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
3,000 US. And, you know, then we had an argument on Wednesday. We argued on Wednesday. I said, Theo, this is what I'm not understanding. You're not attentive as you usually be, and you acting kind of funny. He's like, oh, what the fuck, like, what the fuck you want me to just be all up your ass? I ain't gonna be up all your motherfucking ass. Mom, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You think because you buy me, I'm supposed to do what the fuck you say? You think you control me? I'm Jamaican. You can't control me. What the fuck? He come running in the room, rush me in the room, grab me, threw me down to the floor. I said, Theo, get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me. He's like, no, you want this? That's what you want. And then when he picked me up, he yanked both of my arms down hard as shit and dislocated my shoulder.
Wow. Yeah.
Then I got an Airbnb. And he took me to the Airbnb. And when he took me to the Airbnb, he said, I hope you're satisfied because you're in competition with every bitch in Jamaica. And he rode off.
Oh, really?
And then my girlfriends in Jamaica that know me, they're like, Mommy, why the fuck you didn't call the police and press charges upon him? I said, his whole family know me. He know where I'm at. He brought me to this Airbnb, and he told me he got a barrel in the back that he would chop me the fuck up and put me in the sea and won't nobody find me. I said, I'm scared. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to wait till I get home and do anything. They was like, so what you going to do when you get home? I said, now, my brother, and he from Kingston. He talking about, yo, send the word, Chrissy. Just send me the money down here. Kill the boy. I said, no, I don't want none of that. I don't get involved in that. That's what I told my brother in Kingston. I said, I don't get, because I've been coming to Jamaica since 2007.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't get involved in that. I said, no, I'm not doing none of that. And I seen the girl talking about Rambo. I said, damn. I said, oh. I said, Popeye. I said, maybe I'll tell Popeye my story and he'd be able to, you know, give me some, you know, just street justice, just so people can know what type of person that he is and what type of man that he is. But I said, I don't know if Popeye going to do it because Popeye probably would need proof on everything. So I told my brother from there, I said, I sent them the CashApp. I sent them Theo picture of me and him and all that other stuff. It's like, but why you didn't file a police report? It's not too late, sister. When you come down here, file a police report. I said, well, you're not coming back down here until November. And this happened in July. And remember, I didn't even want to have sex with him. And we had sex that night. And I didn't even want to have sex.
You mean after he hit you?
Yeah. After he did all that he did, he tried to have sex with me that night. And then I didn't want to have sex with him. And he ripped my off and we had sex. And he didn't use no condom that time. And I'm like, what the f-? I said, Theo, When we had the test, I told you that I was still going to use the condoms with you anyway. Why you didn't put the condom on? Y'all fuck out of here. I'm going to put a condom on. You're going to be my fucking wife.
This conversation was after he hit you or before?
After he hit me.
Yeah. Have you spoken to him since you have been back to the States?
Nope. He haven't talked to me, and I haven't talked to him, and I refuse to dial his number. The way he did me. I just couldn't.
So have you sought any medical attention since you have been back?
Yeah, I sent medical attention, but they told me that I have to come back in 3 months to do an HIV test with blood because I told them he forced sex on me while I was down there and everything without a condom. It was like, yeah, he might gave you something, mommy. You don't know? He might have gave you something. I said, I don't know. She said, but we wouldn't be able to see the antibodies in your body. I said, don't say it like that, please. I told that to the nurse. I said, don't say no antibodies in my body and all that. She's talking about, because he just up and just, you said he introduced you to his family and all, and he up and do you like that? He probably got something. It's probably, your time probably was expired with him. I said, what you mean my time expired? Like I said, he probably got everything. How much you gave him? And I showed them the CashApp, and they was like, oh my God, miss, you gave him almost $20,000. I said, and that's not counting the barrels I sent him and the money I just gave him when I went down in Jamaica.
You giving him all this stuff. What was your intention?
I thought he was going to be my husband because that's what he told me. He told me he was going to marry me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what he told me. He was telling his family and everything and all that. And then his grandma was like laughing all the time when I would come down there and see her and give her money and stuff because she would ask me for money all the time. She'd be like, oh, Mrs. Wright, come here, Mrs. Wright. Come here, Mrs. Wright. Give me some money. I know you have plenty of money. Theo said you have plenty of money. And I would give her like $100 or something. And the kids, I would give all of them $20, 20 US. And it was like 7 kids. Stuff like that. And,
Whose kids?
They all Theo nephews and nieces and stuff. Theo claimed he don't have any children. That's
you had said something about his mother. Is there you ever found out anything about his mother?
Nope, she in England. He claimed she in England.
Okay.
He never showed me any proof that she was in England. I just know a lady would call his phone and he would ask me to be quiet.
Repeat that.
A lady would call his phone and he'd be like, be quiet, you chat too much. I'm talking to my mother on the phone. She don't got to hear everything we talking about. I said, what you mean your mother on the phone? I said, well, let me meet your mom. He was like, what you want to meet my mom for? You want me to go to England? Catch the plane and go to England.
What type of work do you do?
I'm a businesswoman. I sell cosmetics and stuff like that. And, I have properties that I rent out to people and stuff like that.
Okay. And I don't know, but had he ever told you that you were gonna be his wife, or asked you to be his wife?
He told me I was going to be his wife, but then when I came down there in July and we went to Kingston to file my paperwork and stuff, he started talking all this bull stuff to me. He was like, you the one want to get married. I said, I'm the one want to get married. I said, wait a minute. I said, oh, now I'm the one that want to get married? He said, I'm trying to make you happy. If that's going to make you happy, you marry a young man like me, I'm going to make you happy. I said, no, I don't need you to make me happy. I'm good. We don't got to get married at all.
So that's why that called it off?
Yep. And later on that night, we got into that big ass fight. And then I laid down with my arm all fucked up, and I told him, I said, I need to go to the hospital. He's talking about, if you go to the hospital now, only thing they're going to do is charge you the fuck up because you're from the States. And he took me to some place in Fairview or something, a place down there, and they wanted $500 just for me to see somebody because they seen that I was from the U.S. They said in order to see the doctor, you have to pay $500. I said, $500 for what? I'm getting x-rays and stuff? No, that's additional. I said, I'll wait till I get back to the States and do that. So I suffered, and I went to an Airbnb, paid the lady $700 for the Airbnb to stay the remainder in Jamaica at the Airbnb. And the lady was like, I knew that guy did you wrong. She's a Jamaican lady. She said, I can tell the Jamaican man are so bad and wicked out here. I said, yeah. She's like, you all right, mommy? You all right? I said, yeah, I'm going to have to be all right. You know, my arm is hurting and everything. And she's like, I see you in bad pain. I see it. You're in bad pain. You want me to call police? I said, oh, no, don't call no police because he already done told me what's going to happen if the cops, if I called any cops or anything like that. No, I said, no, don't call no police. No.
Um, remind me, how old are you? You kind of slipped me. How old are you?
I'm 57.
57. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And you were married for how long?
Me and him not married.
No, man. You said your husband died. I was asking how
Oh
long.
yeah, my husband was murdered, and he was murdered in 2020.
Oh, so you were married for about 10 years, 15 years, thereabout?
No, me and my husband was married for about 8 years.
8. Okay. You have any kids?
We don't have any children at all. He
Okay.
has children by a previous relationship. I don't have any children.
Okay. So in all of this, persons are gonna hear you and say, you're trying to get back at him, or you're not speaking the truth, and people.
Get back at him.
Eh?
Get back at him for what? What can I get back at him for?
For
What
maybe
can I do?
maybe not marrying you or stuff. People are. I'm just saying what some people are gonna be saying
Yeah,
because
they can say basically what they want to say. I don't care what they say.
yeah,
It's I'm just trying to put it out there before the next woman. What if the next woman get murdered or something by him or something? God forbid.
yeah,
God
yeah.
forbid. And not only that, when he did that to me, I have a heart condition. What if I'd have died in his house? What if I
So
would have had a massive heart attack?
so he has an active tour company.
Active tour company, big tours, yes.
And he park. Where does he park? Or he just pick up people,
He just pick up people on the road. He
freelance?
pick up
Okay,
the road, and he be up in Fairview, parked out there most of the time
okay. Uh,
with a bunch of other Jamaicans. And he was trying to hook. He wanted my girlfriends to talk to his other friends and stuff. And
yeah.
none of my friends would bite. They was like, "Oh no, they look like they look thirsty." She's like, "Why you even messing with that young boy? He too young for you and this and that."
I'm looking at the cash app. The 17,000 plus. What would you have sent that for over the period? Because it's what, 2 years now.
He said it was for food, utility bills. I bought him a PlayStation. His cousin needed food one day, didn't have no food. He said his sister just had a baby and everything, and she had no food, no nothing. Okay. And then I told you I was paying his car thing. Every month I was paying his car loan. He claimed he had a car loan. That's just what he told me. He had a car loan that I was paying that. And then he said he borrowed some money from one of his brethrens, and he needed to pay his brethren back. He said he borrowed $1,700 from his brother, his
So,
brethren. Yeah.
so in all of this, you didn't feel like you were being played?
No, because I'm thinking that he was genuine. Because every time I'm there, he's so attentive to me and everything. And every night he called me every night, and we talked for hours and hours on video chat. And he'd be like, "Babes, you know I love you, right, babes?"
Wow.
He's like, "Me and you against the world, babe. You know that." I said, "Okay." I said, "If you say so." He's like, "What you mean if I say so?" He's like, "That's what I mean." He's like, "When I make love to you, how I make you feel?" I was like, "But we're not talking about making love, Theo. We talking about, we get ready to be married and stuff." And then he looked up my house and everything on the internet, and he was like, "Oh, I see you own property and stuff like that." I said, "Why you doing all that?" I said, "That's too much." And then he wanted me to get a criminal background and all that other stuff and have blood work and stuff done. So I'm thinking he got to be serious, because who want to know all that if they not trying to spend their future with you? So I went and got my criminal background and everything and all that, fingerprints and all that, FBI clearances and everything. And I showed him all that I'm not wanted nowhere and this and that. And he was like, "See, that's what I'm talking about, baby. You did everything I asked you to do." It's like, what man wouldn't love you? Hear what people think anyway. Yeah, they're gonna think I'm a damn fool or I'm stupid, I was dumb. They can think whatever they want to think, but at the time, like I said, if they're not me, they don't know what I went through. You know what I'm saying, in life.
Yeah.
I was in relationships with men that constantly played and played. Even my husband, at the end, a woman got my husband murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman got my husband murdered. He was cheating on me for 4.5 years, and I never even knew it. And one day, his sister called and said they just shot Bobby. I said, "Who just shot Bobby? For what? Bobby don't do nothing but go home. He go to work and come home." And he goes out and stuff like that, but who shot him? It's like some girl he was fucking with set him up. I said, what you mean some girl he was fucking with set him up? Oh yeah, he was cheating on you. His sisters and all them come telling me he been cheating on you. He never wanted you. She don't even know why he married me. He was using me for my money all these years. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So I took my truck, sold his truck and everything, took everything out his bank account that was mine and put it back in my bank account. And then, I started going to Jamaica. I started making trips. So I met Rambo first. I met Rambo in 2019. I met Rambo. And I spent like $40,000 on Rambo.
What did you just say? Repeat that.
I spent $40,000 on Rambo.
The same Rambo who I spoke to the lady about? Who?
Exactly. That's why I was kind of hesitant about when she said that he beat her. Because Rambo never put his hands on me, not one time. Never. He never beat me or nothing. Never put his hands on me. We had disagreements and arguments. I even had an apartment for Rambo in West Village, a house that I was paying rent every month for him.
So you were in an intimate relationship with Rambo as well?
Yeah.
So do you feel cheated by him? Based on the fact
Rambo never promised marriage. Rambo never said we wanted to get married, and I never wanted to marry Rambo. We was just having fun. So I never felt cheated by Rambo. We was having fun. We was going out partying and, having a good time and stuff. Rambo never not once said marriage. We never made plans like that. Theo lied from day one. Rambo was straight up from day one. Rambo was straight up. And I liked that about him. He was straight up. He's like, me mess with a lot of different women and stuff like that. But, we wear condoms every time we deal with each other. So you all right, Chrissy, you all right. I talked to Rambo the same day the girl said he did that to her. He called me up. He's like, you're going to see some things on probably the internet about me or something like that. You know what to believe, right? I said, I already know you. I said, you really don't beat no woman. And big as you is, and she 5 and she 4'11", that beating she had would have been way worse than that little black eye and that little dot in her eye. She would have been fucked up if you would have fought her. I know. I was there. Rambo fought some guy over me. He was fighting this guy over me and bit the guy mouth all up and everything, tore the guy chin off and everything. So when I seen that, I was like, it's hard for me to believe he did that. He would have did worse than that because Rambo he vicious when he put his hands on somebody.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this out, and I'm sure he's gonna call me with his side of the story. So let's.
He should. He should call you with his side of the story. He should. There's always two sides to a story.
Yeah, sometimes three. All right, all right. Take care of yourself. We'll talk. All right, cool.
All right, bye.
I say yes, Popeye's News Link. Teflon, Young King, one love. One yard, aye, Popeye. Just when them think it out, the fire burn them out. We feed the hungry moan, remind them love the bone, but no forgot the clown. But tell them cut it down. No one a Jezebel, we cut him and I walk them out, and out them tongue and walk them out. Go where we get dirty chord, fireman a bun and no affidavit me a feel out. Naughties run the sound, money boy them we fish out. Free speech, well Popeye him a tell it code. Long time, black people a tell it about. Man a lion in a pen where we send it out. Man a starfish, we a no need telescope. Popeyes are used to love crack every god. Well, it's a prayer we pray when we wake up. We surround by devil and demonic ways and no hope behind. But I know the most I live, yeah. Well, it's a prayer we pray when we wake up. We surround by devil and demonic ways and no hope behind. But I know the most I live, hey. I know we think it over, Popeye say think it over. All when we drink we sober, put everything before Jah. People forget righteousness. Rise up, cause all the fans, the great woman, for little bit of money. Them road a hill and good. Man still the body, they like to sleep and love it. No man no fear funny, though the wicked among we. Jah loves around me, we can't believe we live see things people do in a public. Well, it's a prayer we pray when we wake up. We surround by devil and demonic ways and no hope behind. But I know the most I live, Popeyes. Well, it's a prayer we pray when we pray. We surround by devil and demonic ways and no